released and films on Netflix and Amazon, while Affleck played Batman in The Flash and directed the award-nominated film Air. I'm Kevin Carr.
Saying that raising a hand to kids in the classroom should never be allowed, the state of Illinois has become just the 5th state in the union, along with Iowa, Maryland, New York, and New Jersey, to ban corporal punishment, including spanking, paddling, or hitting in all schools. Correspondent Jennifer King reports.
A law signed by Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker means the state will soon become one of just 5 to prohibit corporal punishment in all schools, along with New Jersey, Iowa, Maryland, and New York. The law takes effect in January and expands a prohibition against paddling, spanking, or hitting implemented in public schools 30 years ago. Illinois State Representative Margaret Croak of Chicago was inspired to take up the issue after the American Association of Pediatrics called for an end to the practice. The association says it can increase behavioral and mental health problems, impair cognitive development, and is disproportionately applied to Black males and students with disabilities. 17 U.S. states still allow some sort of corporal punishment in schools. National legislation introduced by Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut.
Well, we've been hearing about kids doing crazy things
Some
there.
of us may wish that law were in force when we were in school. America in the Morning for Wednesday, August 21st, 2024 is produced by Jeff McKay. Senior producer Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trout. This is Westwood One.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton, like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
WLWI-AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Former President Obama and the former First Lady Michelle Obama went all in for Kamala Harris on the second night of the Democratic National Convention. Correspondent Ed O'Keefe has our top story from Chicago.
This is Obama, who's famously spoken out about her dislike for Trump, leveled piercing criticism of her husband's successor.
His limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of 2 hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be Black.
When it was his turn, former President Barack Obama also warned about 4 more years of Trump.
We have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
Former President Donald Trump will campaign in battleground North Carolina today. CBS's Scott McFarlane is in Asheboro.
This will be the first outdoor campaign rally since the attempt on Trump's life in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th. Multiple law enforcement officials tell CBS News the Secret Service has approved bulletproof glass around Trump's podium at this and future outdoor events.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken has left the Middle East without an agreement on a ceasefire in Gaza. Former U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Thomas Pickering.
The administration is increasing what I would call both its attention and its pressure. But for many observers, that is still lacking in significant effect.
Specialist cave divers are working in 12-minute underwater shifts, searching for 6 people still missing in the submerged wreckage of the luxury yacht that went down off the coast of Sicily Monday. The Maritime Search and Rescue Council's Matthew Shank believes they will figure out what sank that ship.
The authorities, I've got faith, will get to the bottom of that because there is the eyewitness accounts from the shore and the other vessels. There are obviously survivors from the vessel. The wreckage is also intact on the seabed.
Some witnesses say it was hit by a small tornado. A heat dome has parked itself over Texas, where temperatures are expected to climb past 100 today. Odyssey meteorologist Greg Allen says the Lone Star State isn't alone.
If you combine the areas of the heat advisory and the excessive heat warnings,
That puts more than 23 million Americans under some kind of heat advisory or warning level right through Wednesday and into Wednesday night.
High for Abilene today, 109. Summer full of rumors prove true. Jennifer Lopez has filed for divorce from Ben Affleck in L.A. 2 years to the day they were married in a lavish wedding at his estate in Georgia. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
As a roofer, I'm always on the go. So I need to be able to get things done from anywhere. That's why I partnered with Beacon. With their unique Beacon Pro Plus app, I've got the brands I depend on, like GAF, right at my fingertips 24/7. I rely on Beacon because I never stop building, and neither do they. Now through September 15th, purchase GAF through Beacon Pro Plus and earn up to $1,500. Go to BECN.com or download the Beacon Pro Plus app today. Beacon, always building.
This is the famous footwear that makes us actually want to go back to school. With the newest styles from all your favorite brands like Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, and more. You'll find everything kids want, all at prices parents can appreciate. Because you don't have to overspend to make it famous. Famous Footwear even has fit experts in store to make sure you get the right size every time. So, for the perfect fit, make it famous. Plus, right now, buy one, get one half off when you shop your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
A popular music festival in the West is losing steam.
Burning Man starts this weekend in Nevada, and for the first time in 13 years, tickets aren't sold out yet. The Desert Music Festival got hit with extreme heat in 2022, and last year it was basically a mud fest. Diplo hiked 6 miles just to get out after heavy rain stranded thousands in the desert for days. This weekend's forecast isn't terrible, highs in the low to mid 70s, but it could be ticket prices keeping more people at home. They're selling at almost $600 a pop. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
An interruption during an interview on last night's Late Show as it broadcast live from a venue near the Democratic Convention.
We have to learn more about trust and peace and learning about each other.
Pro-Palestinian protesters shouted at former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi as she explained her views on the Gaza war to CBS's Stephen Colbert. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Searching for ways to boost your business, your online presence, and your bottom line? Don't miss the Cumulus Media Boost Your Business Seminar, a free and exclusive event for entrepreneurs like you. Thursday, August 22nd, join us for a breakfast gathering at 8 or 12 lunch or 3 p.m. at 1 Commerce Street in downtown Montgomery. Gain valuable tips and insights from the industry experts detailing proven methods of how to take your business to the next level. You will also have a chance to win some amazing door prizes and 3 business boosting grand prizes. Advertising packages worth $1,000, $2,500, and $5,000. Add to that access to extra special incentives only available when you sign up for our Boost program. For more information and to RSVP, visit our station's website or email colin.weigner@cumulus.com. The Cumulus Media Boost Your Business Seminar will be Thursday, August 22nd at 1 Commerce Street in downtown. Don't delay. Visit our station's website and RSVP to secure your spot today.
Though the world is full of wonders to amaze you as you roam, some of life's greatest treasures are found very close to home.
Ingram's Farmers Market and Garden has freshly baked casseroles, homemade jams, local fresh fruit and produce close to where you live, raised by folks you know. Ingram's Farmers Market and Garden, where you'll find more than just produce and the best barbecue in town, handcrafted gifts, antiques, and more. Located at 3740 Magnolia Drive in Millbrook. Stop in and stock up. Ingram's Farmers Market and Garden.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care, and that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton. Like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want to plan happy with. You can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Hey, Montgomery Prattville, if you want a nicer, newer car you can afford, go for the gold during my old car relay. Matt Parsley here from Budget Car and Truck Sales. If your old ride's a loser, hand it off to us. I'll give you up to $4,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value, based on the price of the car you pick. Here at Budget Car and Truck Sales, we're focused on affordability. My Dream Team solution specialists hustle hard to help you find a car you'll love for a monthly payment that fits your budget, with the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. Plus, this month, you could get way more than your old ride's worth during my old car relay. Get in the game and hand off your old ride, because you could get up to $4,000 more than Kelley Blue Book, based on the price of the car you pick, with the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. But hurry, this race is on, and the deal won't last long. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these gold medal worthy rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Call 334-244-9777.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-859-3220. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford.
That you can afford.
Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-859-3220. 800-859-3220 or biglou.com.
Big Lou.
Join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time to rise and shine. Before we get the festivities started today, though, let me tell you about COSA. That's right. That's the Council on Substance Abuse. Now, you may not know these facts, but I'm telling you, there are 65 million Americans that binge drink or drink heavily, okay? And this is Alcohol Awareness Month. This month is set aside to raise awareness to the dangers caused by alcohol misuse. You know that 29% of all traffic fatalities are caused by alcohol, impaired drivers, teen alcohol use kills nearly 5,000 people a year. That's more than all illegal drugs combined. The Council on Substance Abuse, okay, is bringing about awareness to reduce the pain and suffering caused by alcohol, or at least the use of alcohol. So if you or someone you know needs help with alcohol abuse, there is help. COSA cares. So give the Council on Substance Abuse a call today at 334-262-1629. That's 334-262-1629, or go to COSANCADD.org. Educated. To get educated on the dangers of alcohol abuse. COSA, 334-262-1629. Get help now for a sober and brighter future. It's never too late, because COSA cares.
First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Think It Up. Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Comfortable and crisp start to our Wednesday will give way to a warm afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the low 90s under a mix of sun and clouds and a little bit of a north breeze. Chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm today. Those chances linger into tonight. Tonight we'll see lows in the 70s with a few clouds around. Thursday all the way through the weekend features sun and clouds, highs in the low 90s. The chance for an isolated shower and lows in the 60s and 70s.
And that's your First Alert forecast.
I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
I don't even like coffee. I don't know why I drink it.
Right now, we're looking pretty good on the interstates. Nothing, no major problems or accidents. Nothing to send you on an alternate route. Finishing up an accident at Atlanta Highway at Texas Center Drive. But please use caution through there. Trenton State faculty advisors will be at the Trenton Campus Student Center on Air Base Boulevard today, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. One-on-one support for admissions, financial aid, dual enrollment, all in one place. Take control of your future, Trenton State. Buckle up. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning. I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Wednesday. Life in prison for an Otauga County man convicted of sexually abusing a child. Byron Mitchell Anderson was convicted on 12 separate charges of sodomy and 2 charges of sexually abusing a child under the age of 12 years old. He was sentenced to 390 years in prison. If you live in Chilton County, you may have to pay more for your car tag in the near future. Commissioners are looking at adding a fee that would help pay for ambulance service. Right now, there are only a few ambulances available. If this $15 fee is approved, it could be 2 to 3 years down the road before we see any of those new ambulances. Friday Night Football fever kicks off, and a special treat this Friday. Our game of the week is Catholic vs. St. James. We will have a live pregame special Friday at 6:30. Then you can watch that entire game on WSFA 12 News starting at 7. Catholic High School putting on that broadcast. That's your news on this Wednesday.
Hey, y'all, Lewis at the Capital Oyster Bar over here on that beautiful Alabama River where we cook up fresh seafood for you. We got a fryer, a steamer, and a grill, so we can cook it any way you like it. But we also have an RV park down here. You can come down here and spend a little time with us. Let's talk about good times on the river this Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock. Kent Duchesne's in town. Boy, you probably hadn't heard that name in a while, but Kent's back playing some Delta Blues for us. 4 o'clock showtime. Check it out at CapitalOysterBar.com, our Facebook page. Get down here soon. Come on with y'all.
Honey, come here and look at those bills. Your truck payment, my car payment. I even added it all up. We're over $40,000 in debt with high interest rate credit cards. We got to do something. We can't go on like this.
Well, now maybe we should just refinance our home mortgage and pay off all these bills.
We do a refinance, we're going to lose a low interest rate on our home mortgage. I'm just not sure that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, you're right about that. But look, there's got to be something we can do to pay off all these credit cards and get our budget back on track.
There is something you can do. I'm John Williams with MCS Mortgage Corporation of the South, the Mortgage and Loan Center on top of the mountain in Wetumpka. You can now borrow up to 100% of the value of your home for debt consolidation and cash out purposes, yet keep your low interest rate that you already have on your home mortgage. That's right. Pick up the phone and call for details. 567-9000, 567-9000. That's 567-9000.
Make your next move, your next move on MCS.
Company NMLS number 232876, Equal Housing Lender.
Did you know that Alabama law requires all pets to be currently vaccinated against rabies? This is State Public Health Veterinarian D. Jones. Rabies vaccination not only protects dogs and cats from the deadly virus, but risk to the owners who could unknowingly be exposed to vaccinated pets. This protects you, your family, and your pet by getting them vaccinated today.
This message brought to you by the Department of Public Health and the station.
Russell Wilson here. The Play 60, United Way, and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids.
To get involved, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Donate.
Are you guys going to do that every time?
Yes, of course.
Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
While on your way to work tomorrow morning, join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it. You need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. And it's time to rise and shine because it's one more day, one more. You're on top of the ground and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective or at least give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. It is August the 21st, 2024. Today's Daily Bread is simply entitled A Life in 4 Words. Our scripture insight today comes from Romans 15, 1 through 6. We'll get it started, though, with Romans 15 and 6. With one mind and one voice, you may glorify the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is August the 21st. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that won't ever, ever be again. Once it's gone, you don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things today that you should have done that you don't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. And if you've lived a while, you no doubt have seen, you have heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the charity, the love of God, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with them? Well, whatever you do what you can, while you can, for whom you can. Because somewhere along the line, we all got a helping hand through our journey through life. A listening ear, a caring heart, a word of wisdom. Think about it. And you don't have to think too far. You know who it was. We can do no less. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live life. You'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say, give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never quit. You never give up. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Don't ever give up. Because quitters never win. And winners, oh, they may lose a thing or two, but they never quit. And no matter what happens this day, no matter what it is still like all the other days of our lives. It was a story. Came on TV named that. Days of our lives. It is still a great day to be alive. Good morning to you.
So glad you can join me for today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. A reading titled A Life in 4 Words was written by John Blaze. James and L. Packer, better known as J.I. Packer, died in 2020, just 5 days shy of his 94th birthday. A scholar and a writer, his best-known book, Knowing God, has sold more than 1.5 million copies since its publication. Packer championed biblical authority and disciple-making and urged believers in Christ everywhere to take living for Jesus seriously. He was asked late in his life for his final words to the church. Packer had one line, just 4 words: glorify Christ every way. Those words reflect the life of the Apostle Paul, who, after his dramatic conversion, faithfully set about to do the work before him and trusted God with the results. Paul's words, found in the book of Romans, are some of the most theologically packed in the entire New Testament. And Packer sums up in close company with what the apostle wrote: glorify the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. Paul's life is an example for us. We can glorify God in many ways, but one is by living the life set before us and leaving the results in God's unchanging hands. Whether writing books or taking missionary journeys or teaching elementary school or caring for an aging parent, the same goal holds: glorify Christ every way. As we pray and read scripture, God helps us live with devoted obedience and keep our daily lives on track to honor Jesus in everything we say and do. The scripture reading for today's devotional is from Romans chapter 15, verses 1 through 6. We who are strong ought to bear with the failings of the weak and not to please ourselves. Each of us should please our neighbors for their good, to build them up. For even Christ did not please himself, but as it is written, the insults of those who insult you have fallen on me. For everything that was written in the past was written to teach us, so that through the endurance taught in the scriptures and the encouragement they provide, we might have hope. May the God who gives endurance and encouragement give you the same attitude of mind toward each other that Christ Jesus had, so that with one mind and one voice you may glorify the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. Would you pray with me? Heavenly Father, we love you and want to glorify you in every aspect of our lives. As we pray and immerse ourselves in your word, grant us the guidance and strength to live in obedience to you. Help us to align our daily actions with your will, that our lives may serve as a testament to your presence in our lives. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. I'm Stephen Tabor, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now we are going to honor the armed forces of these United States of America, being the only soldier on the airways. You know, that's what I have to do. Okay. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. Still ain't sure what they do, but they're getting a check. So they must be doing something out there. Okay. Anyway, good morning to you. Good morning to well, is any local officials in town? I know this is a Democrat town, so is everybody in Chicago? Okay. If they are, then don't worry about it. You know, they're doing their best thing. I'm going to tell you guys one thing, though. Now, I know I'm going to shock people when I say this. I know I am. But if Michelle Obama ran for president, I would vote for her if it strictly depended on intelligence and class. Yeah, I'd vote for Michelle. You know, I mean, not because she's black, but because I think she's capable, and not because she's a woman. She never played the woman role thing. You know, she just her demeanor says, "I'm in charge. I can handle this right at home." So yeah, I'd vote for her. I mean, I won't vote for what's her name, but I'd vote for Michelle Obama. I think she's more than capable of doing the job, even though the only bad thing about she's a Democrat. Well, other than that, though, she all right. All right, come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I know, I shocked you. I never said I wouldn't vote for a Democrat. I just wouldn't vote for them Democrats. As a matter of fact, she's probably one of the few women that's smarter than I am. That's cool. Yeah, that's all right. Somebody is. Hell, my son's smarter than I am. But I got moxie. That's right. Look up the word M-O-X-I-E. And good morning, Maxwell and Gunner. It's time to rise and shine this morning. I know you guys don't really think you're in the military, but you are. Y'all have been up a long time ago, like 4 o'clock. Come on now. You need to do more by 6 o'clock than most of us do all day. Of course, we wouldn't have airborne and we didn't have the Air Force, right? Okay, we're good. And last but not least, their motto is Semper Fidelis. But the Marines couldn't pronounce that. So they cut it short, Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it means the same thing. Always. Not sometimes, not on the weekend, not on holidays, but always faithful. Don't you wish you had friends like that? Good morning to you. Charheads, it's time to rise and shine. Although I got to tell you, had I known that I was that deep in the water down there in Coronado, California, going in that little thing, yeah, y'all have had the court martial me. I wouldn't have went down in there. But when you're private, you don't really know what's going on. People just tell you where to go. Okay, then. Yeah, I used to train the Marines all the time. I used to train the Marines, down in Coronado. I don't know exactly what I think that's where the SEALs, the Navy SEALs train to. Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, I can be hyperbolous at times. I can exaggerate somewhat at times about some of my, shall we say, suspicious accomplishments. Now, I can exaggerate about some of those. That's called hyperbole. But the one thing that I will never exaggerate about, I will never even get close to exaggerating about it, and that's being a Navy SEAL. Navy SEALs are a special breed of mentality of men. Okay, those guys are just, I used to watch them, and those guys will put it all on the line. Now, some of us act like we want to put it on the lines, but they prove it in their training. Okay, I'm just saying. So I'm not going to be hyperbolous about what I did when I was down in Coronado, California with the Navy SEALs. Okay, because all I did was watch them. Okay, because they are a special breed of men. Now, and there are only two other services that I will give them credit, not quite like the Navy SEALs, but of their own accord, sua sponte, of their own accord, there's some bad mamma jammas, and that's the Green Berets and the Rangers, and last on that list, of course, would be the 82nd Airborne. Okay, we didn't play. And I have the opportunity to serve with every last one of those units, except the Navy SEALs. Yeah, and then serve with them. But so I just want to say hats off to those guys, to the warriors. I don't know what we got today, but I know we are changing specifications in the military and all kinds of things. But one thing about it, they are not changed. I heard a Marine the other day on Capitol Hill. He said, now everybody else may be changing their standards, but the United States Marine Corps won't. Okay, so if they call me back in, send me to the Marine Corps. Okay? Send me to go train the Marines, because even though they kind of crazy, they still my friends, and they say we ain't changing jack. That's what the 4-star general said. No, you want to be a Marine? That stands for something. Either meet the standard, or we'll meet you down the street. Whatever it is. I love when men say that. Now, of course, Illinois did something this morning, yesterday, that will come back to bite them in the butt real soon, like it is the other states that have done the same thing. They have decided they don't want to spank anybody's kid. Okay? They've decided that no more corporal punishment in school. Let's go. And pretty soon we'll hear about somebody beating up a teacher. We'll hear about somebody bringing a gun to school, especially in Chicago. My Lord. But anyway, they decided no more. So they think they're smarter than God, because God said, spare the rod, spoil the child. Now, I'm not talking about beating the hell out your kids, okay? But every once in a while, you need to warm that bottle, because what else is the butt good for except sitting on? You put the wood on, okay? You lot of things back there to fill that wood. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so now mark my words. In a year or so, we're going to hear about things being done in Illinois schools that you thought were unapproachable with anybody with common sense. But it is going to happen. Okay, it's going to happen. Yeah, we've already had kids beating up teachers, pulling their hair out, okay, spitting on them, all kinds of things. And of course, we give them an IEP. We say that's just the way it goes. Okay, I'm just saying. So let me see who this is right quick before I get out. I got a guest coming up sooner or later. Hey, good morning. Who's this? Well, we were, yeah, yeah, yeah. So like the Pathfinders. Yeah, yeah. Oh, they got some. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They got some combat controllers. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, we give them credit. I did know. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we know about the recon, baby. They wouldn't let me join. Yeah, they wouldn't let me join. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, they may compete, but they ain't gonna be. They ain't gonna beat the Rangers. Okay, I'm just saying they ain't. And they, yeah, no. Well, they may. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All I know, they wouldn't let me join because they said I was too short. That's all I know. Although I'm glad. I'm, yeah. It's too late. Yeah. Yeah. Okay then. All right, I do it. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I made the same mistake that most people do. Think all they do is fly airplanes and put up nice barracks when everybody else is out there sleeping with the trees. Yeah. Mm. Right. Well, you need support. Yeah. 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 We got support. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Although I was at Tinker Air Force Base right after a KC what's it, a KC-35, a fuel tanker blew up and at Tinker. What year was that? I forget what year it was, but I was glad I wasn't on the runway then, so it was good. But yeah, Air Force. I mean, it's a dangerous job. Like all of them are dangerous. But again, we just look better at doing it. See, it's them suits that get me. Them suits that just they don't spark me. They don't do that for me. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Because we do live in an Air Force town, and so we got to give them some credit. So aim high. That's all I can tell you. It is 7:36 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? I got so many things to talk about. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. They don't want to. I mean, really, if they wanted to, we can't even get a cigar into America from Havana, Cuba, most of the time. But you telling me we can't stop guns? Yeah, we can. They just don't want to. Mm-mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Well, I think she's a smart woman. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, intelligence matters. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, which old guy? Okay, Herschel Walker was a different case. Herschel Walker is not that bright. No, 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 no. Intelligence. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've supported the Republican, but I could not support Herschel Walker. A nice guy, can run like hell with a football, but every time he opened his mouth, I said, "This ain't the guy." Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Because okay. Here's the deal. This is on my own perspective. In every group, there's a subgroup. Okay. There's a clique in every group. And black folks are no different than anybody else. If you didn't go to Morehouse, you don't belong to the AKAs or the Delta Phi Deltas or whatever the hell those Greek people name Greek organizations are. You've got to belong to the right organization, or else they treat you worse than they do treat a white man. That's just the way it goes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Jesse did run. Jesse did run, and Herman King ran, but yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, they loved him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got the money. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Well, no, they're the right black guy. Yeah. What they did, Obama came along. Obama came along. Yeah. So yeah. Hmm. Yes. Right. 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 Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What kind of announcement is that? Mm. Yeah. 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 That's what we heard. Yeah. 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 Right. Right. Yeah. Okay. Joe's okay. 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 I'll do my best. I make a call to. Yeah. I'll call the White House and on the air and make sure Joe's okay. So we'll do that. Yeah. I'll do that. One more call to take a break. And good morning. I'm doing fine. What? Yeah. 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 Couldn't both be over. Well, that's true. Well, that's true. Oh, well, that's true. Matter of fact, didn't he write the book Mein Kampf? Yeah. Well, that's wisdom. Yeah. Well, I ain't exactly figured out what he actually believes in because he swish-swash often to stay in the middle. So I don't really know what Obama. I think he still believes in abortion, and that's the only thing I'm worried about. Because if you don't have life, you don't have anything. Oh yeah. Plus he wanted guys to go to the girls' bathroom. Yeah. Well, hey, nobody's perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got a point, but again, though, as far as strictly on intellect and strictly the way she carries herself, I would have considered voting for her. If she was ever run. I mean, from what I see now, she may have some deep, dark secrets that I don't know about. But I'm saying if I had to vote for a woman, she reminds me of Margaret Thatcher in so many ways. Tough, not unyielding sometimes, but approachable. And so that's what I like. That's what I like about it. Yeah, 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 absolutely. That's why I've been a great leader, all these. That's yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Hmm. Yeah, she did, and some of it was bad. Some of it was okay. Well, I didn't hear her like that. Yeah. Well, yeah, but she ain't running for president right now. So, see, but I'm just saying, from what in the past, now I have to listen to what her platform is before I make that vote. But I said I would vote for her if the situation was right. Okay, situation got to be right. Got to be right. Yeah, got to be right. Yeah. Appreciate it. Let's take a break. We'll be back. I knew I was going to surprise some of you guys with that. Okay, but I think she's a smart woman, and so now she's smarter than I am. Okay, yeah, probably so. I hate to admit that, but my son is smarter than I am sometimes these days. Okay, so we'll be back. I mean, he scored so high on the ASVAB test that I couldn't even get to that place. Anyway, we'll be back.
USFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's best sale of the year, Labor Day sale. Save up to $900 on select adjustable mattress sets from Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Sealy. Plus, get up to a $300 instant gift for pillows and more.
Comfortable and crisp start to our wind sale will give way to a warm afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the low 90s under a mix of sun and clouds and a little bit of a north breeze. Chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm today. Those chances linger into tonight. Tonight we'll see lows in the 70s with a few clouds around. Thursday all the way through the weekend features sun and clouds, highs in the low 90s. The chance for an isolated shower and lows in the 60s and 70s.
And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
You've been talking about this on freaking week.
Right now, we're looking pretty good on the interstate.
I got a surprise guest. When I'm going to call him to?
Nothing to send you on an all.
We're 323-0042. 324-323-0042.
Advisors will be at the Trenum Campus Student Center on Airbase
Hey,
Boulevard
Ray,
today,
334.
6 p.m. One-on-one.
334-323. Text it to you.
Take control of your future.
Let me write it down.
It's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic. This is
What can they call in?
Marco.
Okay, what can they call in?
Marco.
In a giant pool of business competitors, don't be the one left unseen and out of reach. If you're a business owner and need help with your online presence, let's make it happen. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Boost your website. Boost your findability. Boost your reputation. Boost your business. Marco?
Yes, I'm Marco.
Get a boost, get found, get on the map. Contact us today at cumulusboost.com.
Prescriptions require online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter.
Please hold,
ZipRecruiter makes
okay?
finding quality people a breeze. And right
Yeah,
now,
please
you can
hold,
try
please
it
hold.
for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm at the
That's
office counting down the minutes. Get up there.
ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I left my keys
ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Summer's here. Temperatures are soaring,
Drive
and
back to the house.
unfortunately,
Drive to that school
so is the
traffic.
risk of developing skin cancer. The sun's
Yeah,
harmful
just like-
ultraviolet rays can damage your skin if it's not protected properly. So when you're out in the sun this summer, make sure to wear your protective clothing, like hats and long sleeves, and repeatedly reapply sunscreen.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remains strong.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, and manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org. Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. Hey, we got a special guest with us this morning. We got Mr. What you got? You got okay. Oh, it's not in. Yeah, you got to plug it in. Okay, you got anything now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You don't hear anything in there?
No.
Yeah. Hit the button.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. There you go. Okay. Before I get, my main man from Veterans Wellness is here with me, and we got a special guest on the phone. He brought somebody with him because when you show up around here, you're supposed to bring somebody. You're supposed to bring somebody with you when you come up here to impress the hell out of me.
Yeah, I brought some backup for Don. I'm ready for Don.
Yeah.
I got some backup.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for Don. We're ready for Don.
Now I have a special guest on the phone with us, calling from someplace in the world. I don't know where he's from, but this man is an interesting man. Born 1961, he's a former professional boxer, kickboxer, and mixed martial arts guy who competed from 1989 to 2009. Best known for his boxing career, Mr. Ray Mercer, who won a heavyweight gold medal in the 1988 Summer Olympics.
He's also an Army veteran, too. He's an Army vet. 10
Okay.
years.
Is he airborne?
You don't get to ask him.
Ray!
I'm not sure.
Hello, Ray. Oh, let me get this right quick. Mr. Mercer, you got a set of jump wings on that uniform?
Okay.
Well, listen, hanging on to a rope is better than letting go. Anyway, Good morning to you. Man, we are glad to have you on with us. You know, I don't get to talk to too many of you big time athletes too often. You know that I know that happens down the street down there with my sports show. But welcome into our show this morning. So you know Mr. Graham here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So you should have went on and put them other 10 in there and get that check. Oh, okay, my bad. my bad. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. The big check, the big check. I'm still trying to get one, but I think I'm getting too old to get one anyway. So how did you and David meet? Oh, really? That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with their okay. Well, that's good. I mean, listen, to have somebody like you come on and endorse what the veterans well and the procedures that they go through is a pretty big deal because you know we always got skeptics out there. There's always somebody that's a skeptic because you know it's kind of like the guy just because you know well only reason she went out with you because you had a car. Well, then he found out you're walking. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's and we basically Ray's been gracious to kind of raise awareness because you know September 6th, Friday, September 6th, we're doing our ruck march from Veterans Wellness Center. We're going to do a ruck march to kind of raise awareness. We're going to stomp out chronic pain, you know, because in the end, the current modalities and current chronic pain management methods that veterans have access to just aren't working. There's not. On a daily basis, I talk to a veteran who's got a needle in his neck, a needle in his back, a needle in his knee, needles in the feet, and they're still in pain. Veterans having multiple surgeries, and they're still in pain. Veterans on narcotics, and they're still in pain. So obviously, the results of what's going on right now leads to more pain. The results say that. No one's going to say, "I enjoy getting needles in my neck." I had not one patient tell me, veteran or otherwise, say, "You know what, David? I really enjoyed that needle in my neck the other day. I can't wait to go back."
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
I understand. Ray, me and you stopped some of the same ground, my friend. Hanau, West Germany, and Fort Benning. I was in Baumholder. Yeah, I was in Baumholder for a while, but I got a chance to visit Hanau every once in a while. And that's probably mean y'all lost then. I'm just saying. You did. That's where I got there then. Yeah, that's where I got there then. Yeah. That's where I got there. Okay. Well, listen, and your dad, what did your dad retire? E7, E8? E8? Okay, first sergeant then. That's cool. That's good. Master sergeant, one of the other. Okay. Well, man, I tell you what, I appreciate you joining us for a couple minutes this morning. I don't have a whole lot of time, but next time will you ever come to Montgomery?
Maybe Friday, September 6th. He comes to the ruck march.
Well, then, I don't know if he can handle ruck. I don't know if he can handle ruck right now.
We're gonna, I need all the Army veterans, all my Marines, all my sailors, all my airmen and air people.
Ruck march.
We ruck march.
What's gonna be in the rucksack? Ain't nothing in it. I'm game.
Some coffee. We'll have some coffee. We have some coffee.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Ray. Listen. You remember the C rations, right? when we had to walk with them cans. Yeah, I got. And what we wanted was a pound cake. You know why we wanted pound cake? Not because it filled you up. It was light.
That makes sense. That's efficient. That's smart. That's smart.
And beans and weenies was the best thing you could get. But beans and all them cans got heavy.
Oh,
you know.
Wow. That sounds delicious.
Yeah. Well, Ray, but hopefully we're gonna see you.
You're gonna be there.
Come up here now.
Yeah, I talked to the higher ups, man. We got your live remote on that day too. Kevin.
Oh, that's when we're gonna be.
Yeah,
Okay.
with Major Delay. Yeah,
right.
It's Friday, September 6th, man. We're doing a whole day of events.
Okay.
0500, we start with the Ruck March, and then around noontime, we're doing the cookout with the live remote with you and Major Delay. Fried Turkey Friday, man. Everybody knows it is tradition at Veterans Wellness Center of Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
They have about 10, 15 turkeys. We're gonna fry them up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on the house. It's come celebrate, man. Stomp out chronic pain, raise awareness. Champ's gonna be in the building. Just raising awareness, man. We got to get things up for these vets.
Well, Mr. Mercer, when you get here, we'll chop it up a little bit and tell some war lies, and we'll talk about how we got on the Autobahn and walked. You know how it goes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate you calling us. Give a number where people can reach you at.
Yeah, give us a call, 334-676-2797. Any question about we're having a week of events. On September 3rd, we're doing breakfast in the morning. Steve, I know Steve out there, my Marine, man, with the McDonald's guys. Yeah. You guys come holler at me for breakfast on Tuesday, September 3rd. And
we'll talk more about it before that time.
Okay, cool. Definitely.
We'll be back.
All right, sir. Good morning.
News Radio 1440.
Good morning. I'm Judd.
What's going on, man?
You. That's true. Hey, Mr. Don, hey, y'all. This guy right here, y'all, is a G. Like, you ever hear like a Nostradamus type, oracle type person? Very intellectual, very well thought, well spoken. Just honor me. You talk with Mr. Don.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're too kind.
Now, just when you're in presence of someone great, it's kind of like being the president, James Earl Jones. You're not in this president that aura.
I'm just an ordinary guy.
Hey,
ordinary guy.
Coming in the Ruck March on the 6th, man.
When is that?
September 6th. Kevin's doing a live remote from my facility. We're gonna do a ruck. We're gonna march up to the vet center.
Say that date again.
Friday, September 6th.
September 6th.
Yeah,
okay, I'll put it on the calendar.
Please come on, man. I appreciate that. It's just kind of at this point, man. It's trying to. I'm on my marketing thing now. It's like, and then it's like they're not getting what they deserve.
Okay.
I appreciate you. Good seeing you again, sir.
Always a pleasure, my brother. Take care.
WLWIAM, the home of Sean Hannity. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Yes, she can.
Former President Barack Obama and the former First Lady sang Democratic nominee Kamala Harris praises on the second night of the Democratic National Convention.
This is a person who has spent her life fighting on behalf of people who need a voice and a champion.
Our correspondent Matt Piper is in Chicago.
Michelle Obama took the stage to huge applause and said hope is making a comeback. She sought to contrast Kamala Harris and Donald Trump throughout her speech, while only mentioning the former president by name once, with this line getting the biggest applause of the night.
Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs?
Former President Trump will campaign in battleground North Carolina today. CBS's Scott McFarlane is in Asheboro.
His campaign says this will be a set of remarks focused on the military and defense issues in a state that's home to Fort Liberty and Camp Lejeune. It's also in a state both parties think is winnable in November.
A new report details a secret U.S. nuclear plan. CBS's Steve Kathan.
The White House says a classified nuclear strategy approved by President Biden this year is not a response to a single country or threat. The New York Times reported it was okayed in March, and it reorients deterrent strategy to focus on China's rapid nuclear expansion.
What's going
U.S.
on,
intelligence
man?
believes China's arsenal could double to 1,000 warheads by 2030.
An intense heat wave is breaking temperature records in parts of the South.
I get
what it's about.
Listen, I like to get the same
is
experience
providing water to homeless people in San Antonio. Meteorologist Stephanie Abrams at the Weather Channel.
Through this week, we can set record highs and record warm.
Come on in there, Penny.
To Idaho.
Have a seat right there.
Good morning. How are you?
Degrees.
King Charles met privately today with the families of 3 little girls stabbed to death at a Taylor Swift-inspired dance class in the UK last month. Swift, who met with survivors backstage this week, has now gone home.
I'm Vicky Barker in London. Taylor Swift bids farewell for now to her fans in
I
London.
didn't know they still play volleyball.
Oh my God, you didn't watch the record-breaking Eras tour at London's Wembley Stadium. Next for the singer, a 2.5-month break before the tour resumes in Canada in November.
USA.
Target
Oh, the USA.
sales grew about 3% in its fiscal second quarter. That's a return to growth.
Plug over there.
Long stretch of sluggish sales and squeezed profits, beating Wall Street earnings and revenue expectations. S&P futures up 11, Dow futures ahead 70. This is CBS News.
Yeah, he's a nerd. Not athletic.
Not because I was too short to play. I did play.
Why you say that?
But when that son was gonna hit me in my knee playing football and he was on my team, what the hell with this? I'm not. I know the other guy's gonna try to hurt me, but when your own teammates try to hurt you, it's time to go.
What I need when I need it. And with the Beacon Pro Plus app, I've got the brands I depend on, like GA, right at my fingertips.
But I'm not gonna get
That's what you said.
I'm not gonna
just high quality GA.
Well,
I haven't seen the video.
Well,
Go to Beacon.
My word is my bond.
Or download the Beacon Pro Plus app today. Beacon is building.
We're on a commercial break right now.
This is famous footwear that makes us
So where you from?
want to go back to
Originally
school.
Baton
The
Rouge,
newest styles from all your
I'm
favorite
glad you
brands.
got that. I'm glad you got that.
Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, and more. You'll find
He's
everything
a
all the prices.
Like Montgomery.
he's a black white
supremacist.
He's a black white supremacist. So that you know
Make sure
that.
you get the right size every time. So for the perfect
See,
fit,
Donald's
look
one
at
of those
Boots.
guys that
Plus,
think that
right
everybody
now,
because
buy
of
one,
their
get
color
one
should
half
think the
off when
same.
you shop your local
No,
latest
I
footwear.
said,
I
you know,
think
a black white
I
supremacist
don't know what
thinks
that
that
means.
white people
The
are superior.
CDC is out with a new set of
That's him.
numbers on how long
And he's
Americans
black.
can count on being
See,
alive.
He was,
CBS is
see,
out
he
with
was
number 2.
mistreated. He went up
I'm a man who
to the
believes in
Midwest
ideas.
and thought it was the North.
I'm a man who believes that you test people by their ideas.
Found that Hawaii continued to have the
Yes.
nation's
Oh, he's a
biggest
Trumpster all the way.
Well, I am going to do
He's
that.
actually a member of the Ku Klux Klan.
As far as the nationwide average, which hit 76.4 that year, when compared to
But now you should
2020,
actually lie.
Alaska and West
I don't
Virginia
wanna
saw
have
the
that
biggest
conversation.
declines of any state in 2021 after steep waves of COVID deaths
I don't
that
get
year.
into political
Shakira was on
I'm black.
something.
See, he brought it up.
Well, I give a
People
different
are realizing
perspective. That's
achy
the
hips
only
and
reason
knees
I
won't
come
get
here. I
any
just give
better
a
with
different
age. The Wall Street
perspective.
Journal says
I didn't
many
say
are opting
better.
for
I
replacements
didn't
in
say
their
worse.
40s.
He
They're
always
waiting
liked to
until
say,
they're older.
I'm wrong.
Keep hiking
But
and
we have a
pickleball into their
disagreement, that's
60s and 70s.
I
Deborah
give a
Rodriguez,
perspective.
CBS News.
My perspective is based on my perception. Your perception is what you believe. What we don't know, we believe. Everything we believe is either told to us by someone else or we read it. Now, if you believe it, that's your
Or it's a total sum of our experience.
right. Or it's a total sum of experience. So it's a total. All of it adds together, and you relate what you believe to what you know. Now, there are some people who just believe stuff. Don't know why.
Of course, when one of us has been around the world and one of us only
You have just been in the service.
and then one of us only been
You're the type
only
of
been in
person who goes to
Montgomery.
Hawaii and goes to McDonald's.
So you know, I listen. I got life experiences around the world.
No, you
You've been
don't.
in Montgomery your whole life,
No, you
and you
don't.
ain't lived no place else. So
no,
I
you
don't know. I don't know.
You didn't know. You had never heard of Morehouse until I told you.
Well, that's a southern thing.
It's not a southern
when you're
thing.
from I lived down the street from Notre Dame. In my world,
Well, I
academic
went to
world,
school with
Notre
people who went to
Dame.
Notre Dame.
Right. Well, you went to school, but I mean, I lived next door to the school.
Did you ever go in it?
Of course, I did.
And
I
what
went-
class?
I went in it many times.
Did you get a degree from?
No. One thing about getting a degree. When I was 17 years old, living at home. I didn't enter college till I joined the army, but it was.
I'm Air Force.
Everybody makes mistakes.
I'm Air Force.
Yeah.
Right.
I spent 15 years at the Air Force Academy, training the best of the best. Yeah.
That's good.
My classmates went to the Air Force Academy. Michael Butcher. He retired from the Pentagon. He's dead now, though. He's so unfortunate. You know, when you get 69, you know, you look around and all your friends are gone.
I'm 62. Don't give me hope.
Don't worry about it. It happens. You know, I hate it when someone calls me and say, "Well, you know, so and so."
That's all you hear, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People I haven't heard from a while come. Well, you know, you remember so and so? He died. You remember so and so? She died. Why don't you call me and tell me someone who's doing something?
But the question is, are you staying busy and living life?
There you go.
Or are they sitting at home being sedentary?
Life is meant to be lived.
Exactly.
So I tell them, I live the life I love and love the life I live.
Come on.
And just do that.
Now you go and taking me old.
That's what
that song, I heard that song.
That's what I'm talking. Being in the pot.
Now you can focus on your business.
When I first talked to her, I thought you were one of my classmates. She's a big pickleball player.
I want to learn that game.
Really?
I just had knee surgery a couple months ago, so now I'm going to start playing, but it looks like fun.
I tell you what, she has been in it for a while, and she goes all over the country, and she remembers that group that goes from Montgomery, and she
It's
is
not
just...
Dr. Jupiter, is it?
Jewel Cobb hits.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a I'm probably
I'm sure.
They
travel, they love that.
And we are back. Good morning. Thank everybody doing well out there. Oh. So, good morning, my friend. So, let us make So, tell us who you are. My name is Kevin Elkins. Volleyball, that's one of the different thing I like on the basketball. Oh. We're bringing in something. There's a huge now, and how many people I mean, not the whole thing, that actually on the court. It's like a float. Somebody gets hurt, and going on. And it doesn't come against us. So she can actually be on the street for everybody else at 10 times. So every volleyball team. Okay. So what's your I'm trying to figure. So she's only for. I heard about. What's it? Okay, so she can't strike the ball across the net. Okay, so it's like okay, so I got you. So every team's got one of those.
Every team can have
one.
those, yes.
Okay, so why would they? I mean, that seems like me seems to be an advantage. Why would they have one?
Yeah.
Okay. I never knew that. I don't know. Yeah. I wasn't happy. Yeah. But anyway, so
We're bringing in when the first competition start on next month. So we're going to have competition. And then two matches per day. But we have the University of Arizona, University
but I don't always announce when I run. We have to put something. But for 40, that's 40. They right here, and I know that out there a few years ago, they have healthy many.
only division one, only institution.
They're doing a good job though. I come on the camp recently. We're proud to know that they are big. And another one of your constants also, you know, in Air Force, but that's okay, we don't do that alone. But with air. So, but you're an airport vet?
My ex-husband is a vet. I coach.
So, how did you get the contract? You know, level. And we should have the best of luck in color and where we are. And August 1st to the 31st, we have the Alabama Invitational. It's relevant to the second. By this institute, they are the best. Always it's going to be an exciting year. Now, do you guys stream the games or do you yes, it's not true. And you can go to them and then I'm sure they have potential to be able to watch it, all sports throughout the year. Okay. And what's the model of your team? The model of my team? Hey, like an army of one. I got that. Okay. I got that from them. I got you. Yeah. Well, yeah, that beat Amy alone. We'll be back right after these messages. Thank you.
Oh, no, he was doing an interview.
I know. But you must know. Okay.
Yeah. He does it in his way. But you got your point across. The main thing is Got the word out. Video doing it. No, no.
I'm
was sitting down. The local Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania restaurant. Hello County. Staff telling patrons that they have to leave due to a private event. Here's what it is. Turned out to be a campaign stop. Look on first. Look, they kicked us out. One man complaining as a caravan. There were dozens of men, four transit vans. We're all actors. Getting it in, including more people. Especially the people. They're kicked out the street. Like moving their whole audience of people who were supportive. For the same 2 years, reaching. Free inspection, free estimate, only PPP. Clean out, realize, and do it together. See representative for the NCDT. The ratio is 20% off plus a 10% fee or 20% anything you hit the last
oh yeah, I was really, not really. We have got a couple of them. We just got a couple of them. Disingenuous. Right, and they're trying to, what they want to do, they want to raise the business license fee to help people get raises. Well, don't they know that every time you raise something, every business is just going to raise their prices to pay for the new money
Thanks for the memories
that you're putting on us for business. Except we pay a percentage of our income, and the lawyers don't. They pay a typical price and they keep more businesses of their money. When lawyers around here pay a certain fee, they can make $1 million, and you don't think it's And we are back. Okay, good morning, everybody. Hope that, it's a good news in order to my minute. Mr. thinking. And we have a different set of views and ideas. And so everybody's thinking the same thing. Somebody is not thinking at all. That's good. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of people. Okay. Okay. Anyway, it's on the agenda this morning to put all the different questions about it. I just have to do this. I'm not everybody members of the Council of Senators, governors, yeah. Well, I think office or something. No. I did. Democratic primary the reason I asked you that, I voted in the Republican, which meant I voted in the Republican. So you didn't vote in the Republican because you don't, or did you? If you don't know which one if you didn't vote in the primary. I did vote. I voted for somebody. You voted in which primary? So you're an unintelligent voter. You don't even know what primary you voted in. Well, listen, when I look at the list, there's nobody under the list. No. Yeah. Because that is a so which primary did you vote in? It was so uneventful until I just didn't. It wasn't uneventful. The reason I voted in the Republican primary because I wanted a choice in which Republican would be right. No, you didn't, because you said you voted I remember. But now that I know you didn't. Because you said you voted in the Democratic primary. So when I asked you, I was when you tell a lie, you got to remember. No, I did remember, but when I did you said you voted for guys and I said I voted for Democrats. Yeah. Because you said you voted in the Democratic. Right. I voted for Democrats. Okay. No, you said you voted because you told me then you voted in the Democratic. I also said I didn't quite remember. Who was it? No, I don't vote. There was some guy that was running in the Democratic. Oh, there was a guy. And you said you voted for him.
That's the thing about lying. You gotta remember.
Why should I lie? I just forgot.
Well, a lot.
You can't forget.
How can you forget which primary you use?
That's what's uneventful.
It is not uneventful.
It is uneventful. There's nobody on it. There's nobody there that we paid. And the only reason why, that's right, I did. Okay. I want people to get. So I would you go to he's a warm and I was going to put you voted for right. He's in the military. No. Didn't vote. And that's
actually he won.
Yeah, he did.
And then when it came wrong.
Well, I thought he was going to win this game.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I never heard of this.
Well, he won runoff.
I think he got out. I think he got out. I went into the game. I can't remember. That's my only game for the whole race was. That's when Shamari won. Yeah. Whoever the guy was running, that's what I voted for. Actually, I know military man that certain things would do certain things that civilians won't do. You would hope anyway because of that.
What is the difference between a Democrat and a Republican?
Oh, there's difference. There's a philosophical difference without
what is the difference?
Well, first of all, if you believe you can kill your children without, and I'm a one-issue guy. If you think you ought to be able to kill your children at will,
you're a one-issue guy. So yeah. I think that is that a political issue or a religious issue?
It is both.
No, it's not. No, I'm just telling you what it is. It is.
When you kill a baby, you kill a voter.
Well, it is. There are some religions believe that it is.
Yeah. Well, life is.
So what I'm saying is that is a religious issue. There are some religions who a lot of religions believe, and all religions don't believe the same thing. So therefore, it is a political issue that is using a religious.
How is life defined?
What I just told you, it says that when you're born, that's when you are.
Life is whatever happens.
No, from one thing to death. It is a potential.
It is life. As a matter of fact, the other day I'm looking at my students. They are showing people so it's a life. If you have to kill it, it's a life. You're going to kill it. You don't kill it. If you stop the process, you else and consistent to be human, you stop.
Well, I'm not going to be because there are a lot of people, everyone doesn't believe in. So what I'm saying is that people don't believe what you believe.
Well, I want to say and I went to see about one day, and I'm going to not. We talk about I'm a mayor. Did you not mayor? Yeah, because I believe I am. Yeah, that's it. That's what you believe. Yes, because you believe it doesn't make it so.
But what you believe is what you believe. It's true to you.
There's no ambiguity.
If we don't believe the thing, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means it's wrong. You just believe it.
Nobody's wrong. You know the only. One officer. Let me Okay, let me tell you why. Because I know that military people subscribe to a certain philosophy. And here's another thing. Once you are a leader, then you have leadership too. Which means you've led me, you've sacrificed, you've been taking other men there to go. That's why, because you have courage. But you can't be a warrant officer unless you're in the military. And you can't, wait a minute. And you can't be in the military unless you go through the training. I'm not. See, but you don't get it. I feel you on that. Like I'll vote for somebody strictly because they're a paratrooper. Everybody black will go to a struggle though. Oh, the ancestors. Well, but that's your reason behind it, right on. No, it is not. Yeah, that's right. Military men have proved something. They have proved it. They proved their leaders. If they get in there, get a certain way, they land in. Well, okay. Well, listen. Let me ask something. Are you a lay? You're a lay, right? You never jumped out of aircraft. You're not a parachute. Okay, that's why we can't. That's why we can't get it together here. It's a certain kind of courage to do that. Okay. Okay. Anyway, all right then. Just because you believe it, it's not the one. That's what you believe. Officer. That's what you believe. That's what I know. Your belief gives you your perspective. You don't even this. Come on. Well, we don't believe it's a lie, but it is a lie. Well, let me ask you something. Have Democrats proposed that? What do you say? Have Democrats? No. Because they don't want to propose it because they want to kill. No, hold on. This isn't belief. It's a potential. No, it's not. It's a thing. What's up with the legal term? It is a potential right. Well, legal and moral are two different things. That's right. Moral is a right. The government is not based on reality. Yes, it is. No, every law ever made is based on moral. Okay, here you go. In some versions of the it says thou shalt not murder. I said in some versions. But we know it means thou shalt not murder. Because God killed a lot of people. Yeah. 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 Okay. Well, I don't make laws. And what about countries where they don't have meat? Oh, okay. Then again, I am not telling everybody to think the way I do. I think the way I do, you think the way you do. But you are going to do. I hope you would. Yeah. You know, nobody would be too important to me that we would be having arguments about whether or not it's we wouldn't have this argument. Yes, ma'am. That's always been. Okay, and then Then when it started to do it, now it's not.
What I'm saying is there are religions who believe that it is a future life.
Which religion believes that? Yeah, I don't know one. I don't know one to believe that.
All you have to do is which religion believe that it is a
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Well, those are two issues. What I'm saying is you're getting into the weeds on that medical treatment, et cetera, and all those things. What we're not getting into medical issue is potential life. That's what we're saying here. Honestly, we're talking about. Here's the whole issue. It is a potential life. We're talking about a legal tool. Life. Okay, well that's okay. So you're getting up. I'm not on abortion. I'm just saying the right truth. Okay, so what you're saying there, here we go again. That's the same issue in a way where you have a matter of opinion. It is a people who are of opinion in one part, opinion on it. None of it is based on actual science. It's the law. What law do you want? What law are you asking me about? Well, I mean, what? So you're just asking me about an opinion on that. I can't give an intelligent opinion on that because I'm not a doctor. I don't know what's going to be more or less. You just have different opinions. So that's all I can give you. I'm saying I don't have an intelligence. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know. That is one of those questions where I say, I don't know. And that's the simple answer. And for any intelligent person, that's all you can say. No. Now you can say what you believe, and I don't argue with people. There are some people that believe X, and some people believe Y. So it doesn't matter. In other words, I don't have a belief either way on that because I don't know. You read research on one side, it says research somewhere else, and it says this. So there is no definitive answer to that question. It's just an opinion. So I try to give an intelligent opinion. I'm not giving an opinion about something I know nothing about. I don't know. Now, that's not absolute. If I don't know why it is, so I'm telling you, I don't know.
Well, there's another word for it called Bravo Sierra.
It's not Bravo Sierra. Okay. If I just give you an opinion just to say that's my opinion, that doesn't make any sense. If I give an opinion that's based on a factual information.
Listen, we're gonna get our people here go around.
It's the same thing.
You don't want to answer a question.
I answered the question.
You can come up with all that Bravo Sierra crap, and then
no.
It's a question.
No, it's not a question. If a first person answers, you have this, you have that.
I can answer any question.
No, you can't. Oh yeah, you can.
I can.
It makes sense to you, but it doesn't make sense.
It may not make sense.
I'm trying to give an intelligent answer. If you ask me a question about what is my opinion, well, I can have an opinion.
What is this? No. Where's that in? Where's that in the Constitution? Not in there. Not in there. It is not in the Constitution. It's a theory. It is a theory put forth. What the First Amendment said, the government shall not make any religion. The government shall not tell us who to believe in, what to believe in, and all that stuff. That doesn't separate. In other words, right. But it doesn't say separation. It doesn't. Right. It doesn't say separation of the state in the Constitution. The church is separate. That's in the Bible. That's it. That's in the Bible. He said, look at the coin. He said, who the face is on? He said, ring on the sun, but the sun belongs to God. Money belongs to God. God don't even know. You think? Yeah. The money on there. All right. Yep. I just told you that. In other words, what we have, I said, what's my statement? Everyone there are still people who believe no matter what the law says. That's what I said. There are people who believe they're the position. Now, the law and the belief are two different things. That says they do that, that's fine. I have no problem with it. There are people who believe that this is a potential life. I have no problem with that's their belief. But I can't interfere. I don't try to interfere with other people's beliefs. I don't try to make anyone believe what I believe. So what I'm saying is, yes, I agree. There are laws that say that you child is a woman is pregnant and it's blah blah blah. Yeah, that's true. But I'm telling you what people believe. Well, the issue we're talking about, people believe. The issue we're talking about is people's right to choose what they do. That's all I'm saying. Well, what if somebody believes they should choose it? And there are people who believe that. Exactly. That doesn't make it right. And that doesn't make it. We're talking about a specific issue, a medical choice between a woman and her doctor. That is their choice. Right. Well, there again, we go back to what they believe. It is a potential. That is their belief. That is what I'm saying. But here, let me ask you this: are you for the death penalty? Period. Are you for the death penalty? That's either a yes or no. You are for the death penalty. There's a group of lawyers in this town right now that have gotten over 147 people off of death row. Okay? Now, that's because men can make mistakes. We're talking about life. You believe in taking a life to what? If you take a life, what does that do? If you kill someone on death row, what does that do? What does killing that person do? What if you kill the wrong one? Unfortunately, it happens. Unfortunately, you killed someone who didn't kill anyone, and unfortunately, that happened. And then you wonder why people believe. So that's coming from the same person who believes that a person who says, I make my own choice. So you get that. So you gotta be, so you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. So you are anti-abortion and pro-death. Let me ask you this question. You are anti-abortion, but you are pro-death penalty.
No, hold on. If you are for it, period. No, sir. You're either for the bill or you're
okay. Hey, gotta go to a break. We'll be back. Yeah. I think that's antithetical because I think he got your call all right. He was right too many times, but he got it. You report that. We'll be back. That's what I'm going to do.
I find it ironic that people who are for the death and be anti-abortion. Well, that's inconsistent. That's an inconsistent.
I wish you would come up with an answer, but
there's not a better answer. You're either for the death. There is an answer. See, it's revenge. See, that's an emotion. That's a revenge case. In some cases, they need to have different answers. That's not a revenge. That was a revenge kill. They killed out of revenge.
Well, that's true. They did.
That's revenge.
But if I had to support the death, if I had to support the if I believe in the death penalty, it was there's a difference between taking somebody's death for a atrocity, okay, as opposed to an innocent life who has never done anything to you. That would be my argument. If you kill somebody and you have forfeited your life for them, but I don't believe it because you can't. Because I don't believe you can hear the problem in this. Yeah, like I said, 147 people have been brought up in the row. That's why it's a bad idea to do it. That's why it's a bad idea to do it. So we know that's 147. We know. Right. We know innocent people have died. Okay. So we know all babies are innocent. We know all children are innocent. We know, like I said, well, I agree. A child who hasn't done his life yet hasn't done anything to anybody. You have to teach them that have the essence of it.
Has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me.
The only problem with the abortion is that we're not for it. Right? I can't tell you. The reason I think my answer, I know what's hold on. No.
So what you think she says? It's so good.
I know. What will happen? What I'm saying is, there are people who are still doing it. Whether it's legal or not. We tried making alcohol. What made it? It made it worse. It made you have more crime from illegal alcohol. And that's all you do. You just create. My thing is, you're creating the crime. You're creating illegal work. Now you got all these people who are doing illegal work. A lot of people do that. You would not do that.
And we are back. Okay, I was trying to get that microphone thing down there. Just something like that. 864-1440. I don't know how we got on this country. Oh, we're coming to do this. The next hour, we're going to get on the city council. Okay, we're going to get into the council. And like, well, it may not be stupid, but to me, it's illogical. But we're going to correct phone. Yeah. Good morning. Well, okay, I hear you. Good morning. Good morning. Well, a lot of people are very interested. That is not what I'm talking about. There's another one, Everhart. You coming on the runoff. Yeah. In the runoff, some of y'all just get on my doggone nerves sometimes. You know where I live. You know what district I live in.
I mean, their conviction was overturned. Okay, and that decision was overturned. Okay. Well, are they dead now? Are they dead now? Let me ask you this: are they dead now? Go ahead. No, I'm not. Go ahead. Okay.
No, wait a minute. A few years ago, John Eichmann, and I remember them. A few years ago, John Eichmann, got to make feeling off death row because he was the one who put on there.
I'm not going to argue. Look, if that's what you say is true, okay. It's wrong then. It's wrong.
But what about the guy?
How many? Let me ask you this. No, let me ask you this. Were any of the people who got a new trial, were any of them innocent? Well, let me ask you. And see, that's the thing when I say a number, you try to find something that disputes the number. Say what? A lot of them. They even have a movie made here about one. Bottom line, if it was 3 people, okay, let me put it this way. They got 3 people off. Now, I can't be wrong there. Okay, they got 3 people off of death row. Bottom line, sir, what I'm saying is there are people who have been on death row. Let me put it there. Let me just say that an anonymous number. There is an anonymous number of people who have been on death row who are no longer on death row who were innocent. Now, how about that? Is this satisfied the way I answer the question to you? Is everything factual on what I just said there?
No, Jim, let me ask you a question. If one person, I'm talking, if one person was on death row that did not belong there, isn't it worth the chance?
Okay, well, let me ask you, the guy that they made the movie about and they did here on Crime Mercy, was he innocent? The guy that did the Crime Mercy, the movie that they made about the guy that all of the stars were here. Now he was innocent. He was innocent. They even made a movie about it. Look it up. You look at the computer so much. Crime Mercy. Look at the movie, okay? And he was innocent. We'll read then. We'll read what he was the guy in Crime Mercy innocent. That will answer your question. Yes or no? Sir. I don't want to talk about it. You want to talk about it. All right, you talk. Okay. Next. What are you talking about? Oh, you're picking arguments. Go ahead, talk. Remind yourself you're rambling. Okay, go ahead. You're just rambling. Go ahead.
No, let him talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. Talk.
Go. He's going. Yeah.
No, I mean he's just rambling. He's from
they all ramble on the own.
We were talking about particular issues.
Give me back.
Well, when you let people say things, so I just go ahead and go. You let it go, so I go. You want to go, that's where you go. You jump on personal attacks, you over here, you go over there, you go over there. You know what? So
then
right. And everybody yeah, the answer probably yeah. We're innocent. Now, we'll pick out stuff and say, well, 12 people here. But remember, the people were not innocent. Now you look. Yeah, the answer project
And it also it's like that's the principle. The only place people that's always services approved. That's why I think
Ford is slowing down plans for
I think we
EV.
make this and there aren't that many. There's too many.
And delaying an EV
But
plan.
what we need is more education. Why? We're honing on who is having.
Said Jennifer Lopez was from bad like it wasn't until they finally got married. The breakup this time around came 2 years after Georgia wedding. The Royals lost 76 points in early trading. This is CBS.
Think of O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. The parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Very good actor, very talented. Jamie Foxx. He's actually played part of Boston. Michael B. Jordan. Ryan. I don't know who believes that. I don't know who believes that. That makes no sense. No words. That's a that's a racial prejudice where you have that doesn't fit all Asian like you have the West African somewhere in the different they have strong Shakespearean all very sure.
CBS News. Fashionistas are buzzing around Obama in last night's convention. Women wear daily said she showed a futuristic flair.
That is
luxury brand.
Look like me.
The guy in bright blue with the loud voice.
My name is Vincent. Welcome you all.
For both Obama in the past. Deborah Rodriguez. CBS News.
The way he wants to get the money for it, if I did, okay. Because basically, when you raise them, you provide for you by that business. I'm not going to pay for it. Exactly. We have a bunch of them. We have phone books for them. That's right. That's right. And
why is their business? Because
Yeah, I know you told me. Yeah, a lot of money to do that.
It'd be easier just to increase the amount of the fee for a lawyer or a doctor.
Hey guys,
I don't know why they shouldn't pay a percentage of the income if they get like everybody else
just the
does.
same, but it's 95% cheaper.
I mean,
and you
everybody
can
else
get it
does that,
online.
so.
Go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/JOY.
It's a fact. Guys going to the doctor. They're going to keep you in the conversation.
Hey, get a question out for me. I'm inquiring about a business. Okay, so they do the amount of money based on the income and the other thing. So they do okay. So their license is based on the full amount of income that they want to get. Because I've been here 31 years and they told me they pay a little bit of fee and they don't have to pay based on the.
You got that from, I wouldn't say anything good.
Well, they must have changed the
Well, you just got it in. So now, if you say something, look at the answer. Okay. That's what you said. I don't know. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying what I am. Yeah. Well, that's what you said. So I'm going to confirm it. Yeah. Go to her. I would say what you perceive, believe it. You don't believe it. So you don't believe you're lying tonight. You don't believe what you just. If you saw that, you don't believe it. That's the first time all these years I've been in this income. I've always been told that not on this. So you have conflicting information. Yes. Yes. Which one? I did have to. You got it on it. But according to her, they pay based on their income. But I'm telling you, I don't believe that's so. I've been buying business licenses every year. How long have you been in Boston? Huh? Not the interest, it's the price that we pay. From the city council meetings, that they said that they don't, and that's when we all complaining. You got it. That they don't pay the same we pay, they pay a fee. So you don't have to confirm that we. But you had a city councilman. Yeah, years ago. Years ago. Lawyers, architects. Who's exempt from it? Okay, we are back. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well out there this morning. Last night, there was a regular business in council meeting, and as usual, it was entertaining. But the mayor, of course, being in Chicago, in Chi-Town, we have no a lot of people. And so hopefully they'll make it back, and I can probably ask him this. But if it's in my understanding, I've been in business for I've been business people. So, and I want every year I bought a business house. And the mayor now wants to take up that, well, not only the mayor, the city council, and everybody else, they want to get everybody in the city to raise. Everybody needs to raise. But when is a raise not a raise? When you take the business up to everybody in the country, and it's an illusion that now you're going to take that money and give that money to every city when in actuality, all we are going to do is take the prices of our goods and services up to pay for the added expense for the business license. Okay? So what we're doing is, we're trading. Okay? So I'm going to pay more, and now I'm going to charge more.
So the city people think they're getting a raise, and now it's going to cost you more than money because they got a raise. Okay. And businesses are going to charge more for goods and services now because they got to pay more. It's kind of like telling us the corporations pay taxes. That's a lot. They collect taxes from those people who do. So, now, here's my thing. I just got off the phone with the women's action office, and it is my understanding, because I have been with doctors and lawyers like that, they don't pay for any education. And however, I just got off the phone, and I was told that they pay a percentage of their income too. That is the first time I've heard that in 33 years that I have been in the again. And I've been buying business licenses for at least 30 years. Now, that's a whole lot, I make a whole lot. But I've seen it down there, I had to do take through my news. So it's my understanding that professionals, such as doctors, they pay a fee. But the lady today told me, I just got off the phone with her, that's why I had the long break, that the lawyers and doctors will pay the same, they pay $1,000 up to $49,000. Well, we'll see. But I don't know if that's true or not. I was told by years ago that they didn't pay the same thing that we pay. Okay. The stars of the world, all these, didn't pay what we pay of their money. But anyway, we'll find out for sure. On this, when you take the business, all that means we are going to take the cost of goods and services of everybody else. It's an illusion. It's like lowering the floor and raising the floor. So, Mayor, and City Council, I don't think that idea has a and making any money on it. Everybody's struggling now. So now we're going to take it up to give people a perceived raise and everything else about this is going to go up. So that's why we can't get our inflation because it's an illusion. The 21 poor people. You make them get the raise for the same day that goes up. Did you really get raised? Not really. Come on, who's this? I just went. Now, you keep insulting me like that, I'm going to hang with them. Read the whole story. Appreciate it. Well, you have that story. Good morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. It wasn't anything. But if I got to pay, yeah, but here's the problem. If I got to pay more for my business, whether it's selling 20, 50, 60, how am I going to expect that? That's actually my life and my business service. Why wouldn't it? We're not in the business to make the city rich. Why wouldn't it? And we just gave the city raises 2 years ago, and it's not even broke that. What about my cost of living? Mhm. Well, again, and I understand. So why not make it a voluntary raise, a voluntary tax on sugar, on things that are snacks, cigarettes? I don't care what type of cigarette, $20. I don't smoke them. They need 20 million more dollars. They need 20. Yeah, they need 20 million more dollars. Okay, I guess for the next budget, and it seems to me that it's intellectually disingenuous to make people think they're getting a raise when in actuality everything is going to go up, so they won't see the benefit of that raise. But it, yeah, all right. Appreciate it. I think the mayor got this wrong. In the city council too. Good morning. Well, is it really a raise? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Mhm.
Let me ask you this, what do you think about an increase in investment property? There are people who have hundreds of properties who pay very little tax. They just have them and do nothing with them. That is investment property. They're just sitting vacant, doing nothing, and pay very little. You had an increase in investment property, especially not residential property, investment property. We have one of the lowest in the entire country, especially in this. Look at all this vacant property around. The majority of it belongs to their individuals, businessmen who have all of this property. They pay very little tax.
And we need to stop some of this. We're going to zone this agricultural because you got a couple of cows walking around it and charging for the next land. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, Well, I mean, listen, you put an extra 50 cents on the ball, I won't be mad. But I might buy it anyway. So, yeah, maybe it will. I don't know. Hey, I appreciate it. It is 9:27 in the morning. Good morning, you're on the air. What? Mm-hmm. Right.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, what do you think about my suggestion? And they've had this before, the sugar tax, sweet tax. I mean, nobody needs potato chips, nobody needs soda, nobody needs beer. Hey, if let it be a voluntary tax, you voluntarily pay it because you buy that crap. Mm, mhm. Yeah. But you do realize, right? But you do realize the same people who are whining about money are the reason why the money is so less valuable now than it used to be, because they have promised everybody everything, okay? And now, yeah, I mean, illegal aliens are getting all kinds of money. I'm gonna tell you something. I tried to call the Small Business Administration yesterday. I called all over America asking, are we really giving money to people that are here illegally? I got more voicemails, more numbers, and I still haven't reached anybody yet. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Absolutely. Hey, all right. Appreciate your call. Let's take another call. Good morning on air. Thanks for holding. Yes. We need to. But you ain't got to smoke them. Yeah, I don't either. That's a long time ago. Yeah, we're a long way from there, brother. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. What? Wait a minute. In one of them stories, wait a minute. In one of them stories, you better keep up with your horse because this lady, her cousin was out there doing the dance with the horse. I said, okay then. I said, woo! Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's not true. Yeah, what he said. Yeah, that's not true. If I listen, if I get this guy who was dancing with his aunt's horse, that's gonna be a good show.
You are sick.
Yeah, okay. That's gonna be a hell of a show.
You are sick.
Okay. Good morning, you're on air. Yes. Yeah. Well, and that is true. Yeah, that is true. But taking the price up on us merely takes the price up more on the goods and services that these businesses provide. Everybody, if you get a business license, everybody gonna get, they're gonna pass it on. Yeah. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, I support a sugar tax. Just put it on junk that we don't need that we buy because we won't, and that way it's a voluntary tax. This business license. I mean, people are going to take their price of goods and services up. Anyway, got to take a break. We'll be back, but that's the mayor's call and the city council's call. But y'all need to come up. Y'all need to do something innovative about raising money. And again, I'm still not sure what the business license office people told me. They told me the doctors and lawyers and people like that, they pay the same percentage of their income on taxes that regular business people do. I've been here 33 years. I have never heard, I've always heard that they pay differently. So if I can have one of our city councilmen give us a call, 860-1440, or text me, and I'll give you the VIP line, and at 901-5022, 901-5022, I can send you our number, because I need to know what's true here. If my license costs me more money comparatively than it does the Shinaras of the world who are making millions of dollars talking about come see me, which reminds me the other day, somebody hit me the other day, and thank God I didn't get hurt or anything like that, but somebody hit me the other day, and I said to myself, what should I do? I said, self, what should you do? So I sat there in the car contemplating, what should I do? What do you think I did?
What did you do?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'll be back.
SFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
I'm sitting there at the stop sign, and the lady just backing up. I'm hitting on the whole. She's knocked the hell out of me. But thank God, my car wasn't damaged at all. She was going about 15 miles an hour. My car didn't get damaged at all. I didn't get hurt. Her car got damaged a little bit, but didn't nothing cut in my car. Well, I gotta look, make sure the grill wasn't the whatever that thing is they call it. Make sure it didn't have no hole in it or nothing like that. I didn't even file a fake report. Oh, my back! I didn't say that.
I tell you, a guy hit me.
He in trouble because that big truck.
He hit me. I was making a left turn.
Yeah.
I was waiting for a car to go by. When that car went by, I saw this car coming behind me. I said, I know he's gonna stop, but I'm trying to turn, because the other car is going. And before I could make it across the street, he hit me from the back at an angle. Tore up the tailgate part of the side. That's why I said it's difficult.
You have any insurance?
No. And but here's the kicker.
Yeah.
I got a call I called this insurance company, and they said, Mr. Jenkins, that was canceled. I think it happened in January, and that was canceled in December.
The insurance?
Yeah.
So they didn't have no insurance.
They didn't have insurance. So I kind of suspected how crazy he was acting when he got out.
Of course, insurance keep going the way it is. A lot of people gonna be riding around.
Well, they shouldn't be riding anyway.
They shouldn't, but you got to ride.
You know what? We need to have a show one day. People tell me, Rosa Parks. You know why that was so important? Because the majority of people rode the public transportation. We need a good public transportation.
We need it better.
Now, I think people will get mad. Now, look, I have relatives that live in Chicago, never even drove.
I got people in New York.
I have people in New York. Never had.
Don't even know how to drive.
Don't even know how to drive. If a city with 10 million people, some people can get around everywhere they want to go. It was public transportation. In Los Angeles, public transportation. You know what? When my mom goes there, she don't have a car, or didn't have a car. Public transportation. Now you're coming back to Montgomery where talk about Rose Park. We need a good transportation. I can tell you what I'm going to do in March. March 2nd, 1955. That's when one of the women was arrested. Colette Collins was arrested. I'm going to go on the public transportation every Wednesday. You gonna go with me? No.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free. With zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. hims.com/radio.
Honey, come here and look at all these bills. Your truck payment, my car payment, I even added it all up. We're over $40,000 in debt with high interest rate credit cards. We got to do something. We can't go on like this.
Well, now maybe we should just refinance our home mortgage and pay off all these bills.
We do a refinance, we're going to lose a low interest rate on our home mortgage. I'm just not sure that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, you're right about that. But look, there's got to be something we can do to pay off all these credit cards and get our budget back on track.
There is something you can do. I'm John Williams with MCS Mortgage Corporation of the South, the Mortgage and Loan Center on top of the mountain in Wetumpka. You can now borrow up to 100% of the value of your home for debt consolidation and cash out purposes, yet keep your low interest rate that you already have on your home mortgage. That's right. Pick up the phone and call for details.
I've been listening.
567
I gotta say it, but people gonna get mad because I gotta give my perspective on it. I got to give it. Because I see this. I see it all the time. And it bothers
You don't
me.
have to miss a second of your favorite talk
Well, it ain't my circus, but I'm just going to
Listen on your smart speaker, on your Alexa or Google smart home device. News Radio 1440.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we are back. It's 9:44 in the morning. Take one call. Good morning on there. Yes. Morning.
Good morning, sir. Just great. How about yourself?
Okay then. All right then. I think anyway. I'm not exactly sure, but okay. Anyway, so I still haven't gotten a call from one of our city councilors. I need to know that again, if they're going to raise the license fee substantially on poor folks, then those folks make all that big money. I'll be paying the same thing. But we're gonna find out. When I leave, I'm going to City Hall. I'm gonna find out. Somebody gonna tell me something. Wherever the business license, I don't even know what the business license is. I think it's on Washington Street. Actually, it's not at City Hall. I think it's on Washington Street. Anyway, good morning. 860-1440 is our number here, and I'm going to get a final answer to make sure that they have to pay the same thing, same percentage everybody else got to pay. Because that's not been the case since I have been in since 1991. Can't believe I've been here that long. Man, that's been a long time. So how old were you in 91?
I forget. I was born in 1955, so add it up.
Yeah, so I was like 30 something.
I don't know. I'm not trying to do the math in my head. I was thinking about a lot of this stuff that is going on.
Yeah.
And I probably will tick some people off, and probably most of them. I think the biggest problem we have here, especially in this city, a lot of people work for the government, whether it's the city, or the county, or the state. The government is here to serve us. I agree with the other person who came in, conservative. I am too. Government is to serve the people. Government does not make profit. Therefore, unlike a business that makes a profit can pay more money to people. But a person who goes into government knows that there's a limit on what you're going to get working in government. That there is only a certain height you can get to in government. Now, if you're in a corporation, you can go as high as your ability allows you to go. You can be the CEO. Government doesn't work that way. You got a job. That's a person who settles. Anyone who works in, I'm sorry if it makes you mad. If you get a job in government, that means you settle. You have settled that whatever amount of education you have is enough to get you this job. And you work on that job and you make X amount of dollars. Now, when you overspend, and that's what 90% of the people, I shouldn't put a figure on it, but the majority of people who work in government spend more than they should. And then they get into debt. They have good credit because you have a good, dependable job. Government's always going to be there. You get credit, and you spend more than you should. You don't save enough. So now you got to ask for a raise. Why aren't you saving? And I was raised by old people that didn't make much money.
Well, older people.
Yeah. Well, they were old. I was raised by my grandmother.
Yeah.
Okay. So I learned from them, and this is where, I'm old school. Mm-hmm. Don't spend so much money to prove to other people that you have arrived. You haven't arrived. You work for the city. You have the minimum job. You work in government. They have a minimum requirement of what you can do on that job. You don't have a whole lot of time. I shouldn't say it that way. You don't have the talent of, let's say, a person who is, let's say, a doctor or maybe a lawyer who's a professional. You're just working on a job, making money, helping them. Whether you're a clerk, maybe you're a secretary or whatever. You're not going to make much money.
Now, so some people are going to take offense.
Yeah, they should take offense. Some people may say it's arrogant, but here's my thing. I come from the old school. If you're not making much on this job, make some more money somewhere else. Do something else. Now, the government has to go out there and get more money from everyone else. Tax you, tax me, tax everyone else, so that you can have some more money. We're not getting it. And that puts them in a bad position. You can't please everyone. City council has to get some more money. Okay, if the money's not coming in naturally according to what we've done and the way we budgeted, we need to tell our
Well, they're looking for $20 million more dollars.
Yeah, you got to get 20 million more. Okay. So that means you get it from the citizens. The government is there to work for us, not us work for them. These are people working in government. You chose that. If you're not making enough money there, go to another job and let someone get in that job who doesn't make much money, and then you do something else.
Well, and here's the bad part, because according to what I have read, every once in a while I read something, 40% of all the jobs right now, and some part will be done by AI in the next 10 years. So we're going to have limited in employability in
government, especially in government.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't need 10 people to answer the telephone.
You won't need as many people. and therefore you won't have to pay as much money. Let's look at it. If you value your job,
but where are those people going to work?
I don't know. I don't know. You're the guys excited about AI. I believe the well.
I ain't that excited.
Here's what we don't have. We don't have. I hate to go to places now. You don't get good service anywhere.
And no sense calling somebody on the phone because you don't really get a human being unless you just keep calling. Yeah, I mean AI has its use, but I'm concerned about the implications of AI on our whole society, not just. I mean, now you got somebody to open your door. Now you got somebody to turn on your alarm. You got somebody. You don't have to learn much because all you get to do now is go to Google. Well, a little water, just a little bit of water, will destroy all of that.
Well, automation is good, but sometimes it's not that good.
Yeah.
A good example of that is the Walmart on Ann Street.
Okay.
They used to have all of you didn't have any checkout counters.
Oh yeah,
right?
they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Have you gone lately?
Yeah, we were still in them blind.
Hey, so now
I don't say we. Not me. I went still.
Well, you may have been you. It wasn't me.
They were still in the blind.
What I'm saying, technology is okay.
Yeah.
We go faster for what? We have a microwave so that we can take more time to do what? Now we need more money to do what?
Okay, we do need a toaster because that saves money from putting the 2 pieces of bread in the big old oven, turning it on, and making toast. So I'm good for the toaster. That's about the only thing I like.
I said a microwave.
Yeah, I know, but
you can't toast.
We can't toast, right? I'm saying, but we do need a toaster.
No, but everything is fast. Everyone needs. We need more money to do what? Now you've got to make more money so you can spend more money.
Well, which is what I've always told people: bad credit sometimes it's good.
No, bad credit is never good.
Yes, it is.
That means bad credit means that you don't have credit because you are in so much in debt you can't have anything on credit.
It means won't nobody give you nothing unless you got the cash for it.
You can't afford it.
That's right. So bad credit sometimes is good. I'm trying to.
If you put it that way,
I've been trying to mess with my credit.
But are you
for years.
going to say no? You know what happens with bad credit?
What?
Then you go to the institution that will take bad credit.
That's true. They got something else to do. Your credit bad, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
99% 0.1 interest, and we give it to you.
We credit, no credit.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that's what happens with bad credit.
I hear it. I hear it. Yeah.
No.
I don't know why we tell her that. Him or her with call Roscoe. He needs some company. But anyway, but you're right. There's a market for every group of people.
Right.
Okay, there's a market for every group of people out there.
And not to disparage anyone at the city. I don't want anyone at the city to get mad with me. You're in a job. You know how much the job pays.
Yeah.
You know how much you should spend. If you can't afford it.
Come on, who's this? Yes. Three, 10. Wait a minute. Okay, look here. You need to send a check over here for that advertising.
Yeah, that's advertising. But see, don't force me to say something else now. See, if a person can't afford a conventional loan, that means you can charge a higher interest rate to a person who can't afford to go to a bank. See, with good credit, you can look. With good credit, you can go. I'm not trying to talk over you. I'm just saying, with good credit, you can go to a bank and get a new car.
But if your credit score is $399, you ain't gonna get no credit.
Look, with bad credit, you can't get a conventional loan.
Well, you got to pay for it. You
know what I'm saying?
You done screwed somebody over already, so now you got to pay.
My whole thing and how we got here, and that he brought it in on a personal level. Bad credit is not good.
All right, boys.
Which means you can't get a loan from a bank. Well, don't make it personal. You made it personal. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let me take one more call here.
No, bad credit.
Also want to say happy birthday to one of my best friends that I met when I first got here. What's her name again?
I don't know her name.
I saw her last night.
One of your best friends, you don't know her name.
She's got the prettiest hair I ever know.
Okay.
What?
You just don't know her name.
Man, I can't believe her. Well, she's 75 and I'm 60-something years old, and so my mind's worse than hers. Good morning. Who's this?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I hear you. I think. Man, what is her name? My Lord, I just gave her a hug last night.
You gave her a hug and you don't remember.
Okay.
You're senile.
I got some biting stuff going on.
Yeah, you're old.
But I'm in.
He's 80 something. What are you?
Yeah, I'm in her at the Chucka something. Anyways, it's I forgot what they call it. It's downtown here. It's an Irish and Cajun restaurant. That's a hell of a concept for a restaurant. Irish and Cajun. I don't know what that is. All right, leprechaun. I'll have to do it tomorrow. Now I can't think of her first name right now. Good morning.
Okay, he couldn't think of it yet.
You ain't the one. Anyway,
now we know.
What is her? Somebody write quick. Let me know what her name is. Okay. I'm sorry, hon. My mind ain't what it is. Bye. We'll see. But I'll make sure I get it right tomorrow.
What? Wait a minute. You can't think of the woman's name. You just gave her a hug. Well, you went to
my brain just went.
You went to the Cajun leprechaun last night.
Yeah. My mind just went blank.
Two charges of sexual abuse at the age of 12 years old.
Oh, Sandra.
You're sentenced to 390
Hey, how you doing?
In prison. If you live in Chilton County, you may have to pay more for your car tax.
Yeah, I'm at the radio station. What's up?
Commissioners looking at adding a fee that will help pay.
Yeah, we're through. I'm through. I just hung out.
They're only in available if this $15 fee is approved. It will be 2 to 3 years down the road before we see any of those new ambulances. Friday Night Football Fever kicks off, and a special treat this Friday. Our game of the